Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. And today we're doing a video for Fred in Ohio. And Fred is on Lake Erie, really nice up there. And one time I delivered a truck up there not too long ago, and it was on the kind of the eastern shore, southeastern shore, and the water was like an iceberg. I mean, it was so incredibly built up. It was amazing. So Fred is a long distance customer, and we have a special protocol for our long distance customers where we want to convey the actual condition of the truck in as much as that's within our ability to do, so that when he sees the truck for the first time, his expectations are at least met and perhaps exceeded. So the goal here today is for me to be Fred's proxy and be as if I'm the savvy shopper. And so what we're going to do is do a very careful review of the truck, including a test drive. And the test drive is going to get it up to 60 miles per hour and see how it does coming up a steep hill in fifth gear, going slowly, and see what happens then. That's the real test, the mechanical test. Does it have good power? So this is a 2000 Suzuki Carry 4x4 5-speed with a high and low transfer case and air conditioning, as if he'll need that, but it has air. It has 35,371 miles. So Mayberry Mini Trucks, we service what we sell, and we use full synthetic oil. We use 5W30 full synthetic. We change the air filter, the oil filter. We check the fluid in the front differential, the rear differential, the transfer case, the transmission. We check the antifreeze in the radiator. We make sure that the battery is good. We make sure the four-wheel drive works. We make sure that it idles properly at normal operating temperature. And we make sure that it has good power. And if any of those things are lacking, we get it dialed in. So let's say that this does not have a title yet, and usually the nice ones. This is a nice one. So usually the nice ones, they sell before the titles arrive. I mean, the really nice ones, they sell before the title arrives. And so what we do, and we got the law passed in North Carolina. I mean, we were the first ones in the United States to do that. We popularized mini trucks in the United States. We did that. It's like we didn't even set out to do it. It was just like a natural unfolding of events. Long story. I'm not going to go there, but it's a great story. And so now mini trucks are street legal in North Carolina, and other states have followed our lead and are also, like, I don't know, a handful, not a lot, but a handful. But other states will take our title and tag the truck and title the truck, as long as we give you a valid North Carolina title, which you will get. Also, there are no additional expenses. We don't have a dock fee, no prep fee, no admin fee, no take my family out to dinner on Friday night fee. We don't play games. And whatever the price on the windshield of the truck is all you pay. Simple as that. That's how used car dealers should be. The price on the window is all you pay, not a dime more. Now, that said, you should probably buy some air filters. Air filters are not available at your local auto parts store, but they are of paramount importance. So you do want to get some air filters. We'll throw them on the front seat. They're $20 a piece, but they're very, very important. The oil filter, though, you can get locally. The spark plugs, the plug wires, you can get locally. But we will set you up with a product information worksheet, which shows you everything that you need to know. But when I show up with the truck, Fred has not yet paid for it. So he doesn't pay for the truck until I show up with the truck, which we have done for 16 years now. And that's the way to go. It's set up that way for a reason, because it favors the customer. And we have by that time communicated effectively, so much so that when I show up with a truck, he's like, okay, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I was hoping to see. Or, man, that's even nicer than I thought I would see. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get started. So yeah, they don't even pay for the truck until we show up with the truck. And that's always worked. We have a 100% successful track record. I remember this truck. This thing was nice. Okay, so now we're going to go around the periphery here. We've got a little pebble peck there, there, and there. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, my zoom has changed. Let me fix that. Boy, I'll tell you. Okay, there we go. And a pebble peck there, meaning a rock came up and hit the paint and chipped it. And then you have little surface rust. And that's not cancer there. I'll lift the hood and let's look under the hood. Man, it is so cold this morning. I just got back. And last night, come on, where is that? There it is. Okay. Now, under here, you have your prop rod. Look at that. You have your prop rod, your windshield washer fluid, your windshield wiper motor, that's your jack handle. That is your prop rod. That is your jack. And this is your antifreeze cap, your radiator cap, your high pressure valve, your low pressure valve, your brake fluid, your antifreeze overflow tank, and it even has a hood adjustment knob so you can have your hood level perfectly with the fender, which is pretty cool. Okay, now let's look across this. And guys, this hood is ding free. Ding free. Look at the clarity of the headlight. Look at the bumper. The bumper's nice. The bumper's really nice. Very nice. Okay, now coming down the door pillar. Again, those 3 pebble pecks I talked about. Guys, the fender does not have a single ding. Like a little scuff there. It's not a scratch, it's not a dent, but just a scuff. We do have some paint, like 7 paint drips that hit somehow. Will it buff off? I don't know. But it's like blue paint. Scratch here. Maybe a slight impression too, but hard to detect. Okay, let's look under here. Oh, nice wheels. Nice aluminum wheels. Beautiful. All right, under here, guys, it's important to see what kind of condition that's in. Looks nice. And we want to look down the fender. Unbelievable, guys. This fender is ding free. I really like these bed rail caps. Those are nice. The bed, look at this. Okay, this is what we want right here. Look at the transition in particular where the bed platen plate meets the rear of the cab. That is magnificent. Just, still a little bit dirty there. Okay. Now, what is it I want to... I wish they had gotten there. Okay. No, that's actually not dirt. It's like some sort of gum or something. So that's what threw me off on my video. I thought that was dirt. And I'm thinking, man, my guy should do a better job. But actually, it's not dirt. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. So now, guys, the tailgate is ding free. Ding free. The brake lenses look good. Very nice. And your spare tire is under here. Urgh. All right. Now, the bedside panel is ding free. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. The post coming down. No, that's not a scratch. That's a mark right there. That's a mark, not a scratch. That's like a pebble peck there. I mean, and that is so picky. This is a crease there. Let's go look at the other. Yeah, that's a crease. That's a crease. It almost, yeah. All right, now let's look under the bed. Let's see what we've got under here. Very good. Little surface rust there, not bad. Surface rust on the seam. That's called seam rust. That's not all that uncommon. And the bottom of the bed looks good. A little seam rust there. I want to take a closer look at that. All right. Well, what was it I saw? Okay, right there. So that is, it's surface rust. It's not rust through. And I think that's substantiated by the condition of the bed on the top side. There's no rust through at all. The bed is in very, very good condition. I'll get closer. That's about where that spot was, but that's just surface rust. And it's evidenced by the fact that there's nothing that's come through on the bed. Okay, now let's look at this fender. Ding free. Guys, I think the whole truck was ding free, which is really uncanny. Okay, now this looks good. Just again, some topical light. I think that's just surface rust on the inside of the wheel housing. That's seam rust. And that's surface rust. Some of that might be dirt, but I'm going to call that surface rust there. Okay. Now, let's look at the door panel. Boy, is that nice. That door panel is beautiful. And we're going to come down here and look for rust. There is none. Oops. Okay. And we're going to look under the floor mat. Wow, guys, look how beautiful that is. Man, oh man. Okay. Now, oh, I'm thinking of the Subaru. Never mind. Subaru lifts up that way, not the Suzuki. Really pretty inside here. Very, very pretty. Headliner, beautiful. Okay, now let's go in here and do the same thing on this side. Very pretty door panel, guys. Beautiful, not a single pick mark. Okay, now let's look at the door itself. Beautiful. Let's look under the mat. Okay, so we have a little where the paint got worn off, and that is surface rust. That is not rust through or cancer. It's just on the surface only. Okay, so we do have a tear here that has been taped with some heavy tape, like fabric tape, a tear here and a tear here. Other than that, the seat is in good condition. And now we're going to get in the truck on this freezing cold day and start it and turn on the heat. Ah, nice. Well, I've got it blasting. All right, so let's go and have some fun. And I think Fred wants me to deliver this, which I'm going to do. And when I get there, we're going to take it for a test drive. And I'm going to show him all of the proclivities of the Japanese K truck. Look at these tulips. Man, is that going to be pretty. We didn't plant tulips in the wintertime. I usually like to plant tulips with one of my daughters, and it really dresses up the street sign nicely. And but I think moles or voles can eat some of those bulbs, and that's why the next year maybe not as many come back. But still, we'll get a pretty. We planted 130 of them last year, or the winter before last. So maybe we'll get 60 or 70 or 80 back. Um, Now, what else was I going to say? Um, oh yeah, we're going to get this up to speed now, and see it hit 60 and see what it feels like. So that's the purpose of this here. Let's see how it feels at full speed. And boy, this thing gets up to 60 very quickly. So that feels great. That feels fantastic. No pulling to the left, no pulling to the right. Now I'm going to hit the brakes, and the brakes are not pulsating. And when I hit the brake pedal, the truck does not shoot to the left or shoot to the right. These are the things we look at when we are test driving a vehicle. All of those things are important. And now we're going to get back and go up the same hill. And I just went from second gear to fourth gear. You can do that when you're on level surface. There's nothing that's going to hurt the transmission by doing that mechanically, with the synchronized gears. All right, now, fifth gear. I went from second to fourth just because we're on level ground. Okay? I didn't see that guy pass me. Oh, he left from this driveway. That's what it was. Okay. I was going to say, that's so strange. A truck was going up the hill right in front of me, but nobody passed me. All right, so now, check this out. I'm going 32 kilometers per hour. That is like 19 or 20 miles per hour. And we're in fifth gear, okay? Fifth gear, and we're going up a steep hill. This is a steep hill, and look at the speed. Our speed is gaining. We are increasing in speed. And what that means is that this truck has very, very good power. So much so that it can accelerate in fifth gear up a steep hill starting at 20 miles per hour. So that right there is, Fred, a very, very good sign. That means that this truck has excellent compression. The valves are seated well, and I give this truck very high marks. I mean, the seat had some tears. If you wanted to get it recovered, you can. I personally, myself, I wouldn't bother. I'd just use it. But man, it's a nice truck. It's in such good condition. Whoever had this took very good care of it. And what did it have? Like 37,000 miles, I think. Pretty low. And so if you're interested in this vehicle, you can call us. at 336-777-9957, or you can call Justin at 336-970-3885. And you can also email us at sales@mayberryminitrucks.com. For others, our website is mayberryminitrucks.com. Now, guys, I'm going to ask you to please hit the subscribe button. We're not monetized. We have no intention of becoming monetized. That's just not in the game plan. We're not on YouTube to, get monetized. But it's nice to have people subscribe, because it's like telling us that people see value in the content that we produce. And also hit thumbs up if you like the content of this video, and hit notification. Notification is important, because then when we post a video, you'll be notified, hey, they just posted a video. Another important thing is we deliver our trucks. I personally deliver them. Last week, I went almost to Richmond, Virginia, Beckley, West Virginia, Candor, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Lake Norman, North Carolina, and then Lillington, I think it was, and then last week was a busy week. But if Fred gets this, I'll probably run this up to Cincinnati, and no big deal. It'll be a hop, skip, and a jump. We charge $2.50 per mile one way. So if you're 400 miles away, that would be let's see. If you were 500 miles away, let's do the math. That'd be let's say you were 400 miles away. That'd be $800, and then so that'd be $1,000 for a 400-mile trip. Why can't I do that math quicker? I don't know. But man, I hope I'm right about that. So 250 times 400, that'd be 800 plus 50. Yeah. No. That'd be $900? Dang it. Come on. Oh. So $2 a mile at 400 miles would be $800. Simple. So that'd be $1,000. Man, I don't get it. Why can't I do that simple math? Maybe I can blame it on not having consumed enough coffee this morning. Although I did have like 3 cups, so that's not going to fly. Maybe it's because I'm 58 years old. Oh, I hate to even think that, but that's probably what it is. Life is so quick. And when you get older, I think that's what happens. But I'm not going to go easy. I'm going to keep trying. And guys, I really appreciate you watching our video, and thank you.